So this week's test car has been the Volvo Xc60, going in direct competition with the Audi Q5 and the BMW X3. Now I actually think the Volvo looks better. The proportions just seem a lot nicer than the other two. It comes with the LED lights at the front. It's obviously got the Volvo type style lights at the back, so it is very much recognisable as a Volvo car. Now these kind of cars are aimed at people and families who want a little bit more room, and there is absolutely oodles of room in this Volvo. Now the rear tailgate is electric, it also has a flatbed, so it's easy to get things in and out of, and there's just plenty of space, and I've got plenty of headroom. There's plenty of space in the rear of the car, there's plenty of space up the front. It is just such a spacious vehicle. And while we're talking about the interior as well, it is just a really comfortable car to be in. I've done a fair few miles in it. The seats are some of the most comfortable seats I've ever sat in. The driving position is lovely, the view you get on the road is really, really good, and I can't fault the interior space and comfort at all in this car. The one thing that is a little bit of a letdown, and has been like this with the Volvos for a few years, is this dashboard set out. Now it's actually really difficult unless you're used to it, with the buttons and just to kind of, you have to take your eyes off the road to look at the dash to make sure you're getting the right settings and pushing the right buttons. The infotainment screen is easy to use. You've got DAB digital radio, you've got the sat nav, you've got Bluetooth, and it's easy to connect your phone and things like that. So as far as the interior goes, I actually really, really like it. Now this XC60 comes with the D4 diesel engine, 2 litres, 190 brake horsepower, and the engine pulls so well. It's a really, really good engine. It's economical. It makes progress really well. The one thing that does let this engine down for me is the automatic gearbox. It just doesn't know what gear sometimes it wants to be in. It's jerky and around towns. It doesn't seem to choose the gear at the right time, which is a bit of a letdown. But the engine in itself is a really good engine. It pulls well, as I've said. The suspension on this car is fine. Going around country roads, you can throw it around the corners. The steering does get a little bit heavy at times. It's a bit of a strange one. It does you'll be coming out of a turn-in and it won't self-centre very easily, and it can become heavy. But I'm literally just picking holes in that. To be honest, is a car that's a really good drive, so don't let that put you off at all. So let's go through the safety and economy on this vehicle. Now Volvo's, the reputation is of a solid, safe vehicle, and this is no exception at all. The car comes with a lot of safety systems. You've got blind spot monitoring system. You've also got like a braking system, so the car gets ready if it thinks you're going to hit something. It can also detect if a cyclist is losing control of their bike and things like that. So there's a lot of safety features on this. It's got adaptive cruise control, so if you're doing a lot of motorway miles, you put it in cruise control and it sorts its speed out and things like that. This car is built typically, strong, and it's actually done 11,000 miles, this test car, and nothing rattles, nothing is loose, everything looks as new, and it's good to get a car actually it's done a few miles, because then you can really test actually how good it has performed in the last 11,000 miles. Economy isn't too bad. If you've got the front wheel drive, you're looking at possibly early 60s, late 50s on the miles per gallon. If you've got the 4-wheel drive, that obviously lessens because of the weight and all 4 wheels are moving, so it isn't a bad car at all on economy. Another thing with this car, and I don't know if you can actually hear it, is the engine noise. The engine is quite noisy on hard acceleration, so it could have done with being a little bit quieter, but it's just a minor thing, to be honest. Visibility in this car is really, really good. You can see well out the back window. You've also got a rear parking camera, so parking is fairly easy. You've got parking sensors all around the vehicle, and to sum this car up and the competition it's kind of put itself in, it's actually put a bit of a cat amongst the pigeons. Now Volvo have been producing cars in the last few years that have slowly kind of edged their way into the German market, and put people have had another choice to make, and it's always good when a car joins a market that's quite competitive, and the SUV market is one of the most competitive right now. The Volvo XC60, I think, looks better than its rival. Xc60 because I personally don't actually want to give it back. It has been a superb vehicle this week.